Hi everyone, kind of part 2 here of basic craft supplies for beginners that you might need. I just want to share with you some of the tools that I use. I've been asked a few questions about that as well. For my glue gun, I've been just using just cheap little mini glue gun, and it's worked pretty well, but I recently upgraded to this SureBonder glue gun, and you can use it cordless, so that's really nice. Because my other one would just fall over all the time. It didn't stand up well, and it was always falling on the floor, which is very frustrating whenever you're trying to make videos and work on projects. I also have this heat tool. It has a couple different speeds, and it just kind of blows heat on your project so that you can have it dry a little faster. If you don't want to wait between layers of paint or glue. I'm usually in a hurry trying to get things done. I also have this little mini iron. You can just use any iron though. Oh, and I got the heat tool on Amazon, but Hobby Lobby does have one. I've seen them there. But this little mini iron, I also got this at Hobby Lobby, but you know, you can use any iron. And then I had a heat resistant sheet already, but you can also use parchment paper. And I just use this for my decoupage whenever I'm doing the iron-on method, which is where you let your glue dry first. Then you place your item, your napkin or whatever on top, and then you iron on and it reactivates the glue. It's just sometimes easier to get it in the right spot than worrying about having to get it just perfect the first time that you lay it down. So there's that. Oh, I also get asked a lot about my bow maker. This is a Bowdabra from Hobby Lobby. It's pretty simple. It doesn't really, it just holds your pieces. You can just slide your ribbons and your fabrics in there, and it holds all your layers together until you're ready to kind of pull it up and tie it together. So sometimes that's really handy, like an extra set of hands. Also, I use, I don't know what that noise was. Also, a sanding block. I use this a lot, whether it's on my decoupage to rub away the edges of the napkin off of my project, or sometimes it just helps to distress it a little more. You can pick these up anywhere. My favorite brushes are these chip brushes. I love to rub on and dry brush on the chalk paint with these. You can get these at Dollar Tree for sure, or any store, Dollar General, Walmart. And dry brushing is just where you dip your brush in the paint, then you can kind of rub it off on a napkin, and then just brush it across your project where you're not going to get that full coverage, but it looks a little more weathered. I also find they really work pretty good for full coverage too, if I'm wanting that as well. They're just really nice brushes to use, I think. Sometimes I use these little spongy brushes to rub on my glue, my Mod Podge. Sometimes I just use a paper towel. That's just easier. And for painting too, sometimes a paper towel is just easier. Once you kind of branch out a little bit, if you want to get like some of these brushes from Hobby Lobby to kind of, these are for the ink pads. You can dab it on your ink and rub it on your project where you want. But I also just kind of rub the pad itself on the edges of my project, and it works just fine. And for my antique wax, I use these little makeup sponges, or sometimes these if I want to like more dab it on. This is, you know, kind of, I can rub it on, rub it off with these. So you can kind of think outside the box sometimes. Things that are not in the craft section can also be used for crafting. So hopefully I can show you some of those things through my videos. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, let me know, because I just live to talk about this kind of stuff. So have a nice day.